Hello, friends. How are you? How's things? How's life? How's your world? How's stuff? I hope all is well. Everything here is pretty good. I feel like I'm doing okay, recovering after the bout of Epstein-Barr that I've been dealing with. Wanted to talk about Agricola today. I've been playing Agricola on BGA with some friends. We are a couple of harvests into our third game, and I have thoughts because I've avoided this game all this time. I've avoided it. I remember when it came out like 20 years ago or something. Not quite. I think it came out in 2007. So 18 years ago, I remember it rocketing to the top of the charts and staying there forever, like for a long time. Agricola was all anybody was talking about. And I had tried to play it once back then at a convention, like at midnight, and my brain was not prepared for that. And after like a few turns, I just got up and walked away. This isn't for me. I've just never played it since. Part of that is me being a contrarian. Just, I never really play the popular games that much, and part of that is just I just didn't have an opportunity because none of my friends really played it. Like it's not a game that was, or at that time, the games that I was playing were not that kind of games. We were still playing a lot of card games and stuff, and I was still a competitive Call of Cthulhu player, and so Agricola just never made it to my collection, never made it to the table. So these last few weeks we've been playing, and I have thoughts about it because I get it now. I get why it was such a huge hit in 2007. I get why it stayed at the top of the charts for a long time. But the thing that I don't understand is, and this is me being a bit of a jerk, a bit cynical, and a bit, I guess, elitist or something, but I don't get why people are still playing it. What I mean by that is, it's a very dull game where so I get why why it was a huge hit in 2007. There was nothing like it at that time. That it was kind of a huge deal to have this worker placement mechanic where the board develops as you play, so you never know what order the actions are coming out in. You have this hand of cards that give you special powers and give you bonuses, but at the same time, it's like a game of onesies and twosies. Like you've got this card in your hand that gives you some special ability that might get you an extra point at the end of the game. Like one, or it might, maybe if you're super good and you play the game perfectly to that card's advantage, you might get 4 extra points at the end, or maybe 5 extra points at the end. You know what I mean? Like it's like these little onesies and twosies that stack up. And that's the part that I don't understand. Like in today's game world, I think that the point spread would be much broader in today's games because games have taken on the idea that instead of fighting over onesies and twosies, we're fighting over tensies and twenties, and the onesies and twosies fill in the spots. So it's like you have these cards that have these super awesome powers, and you're like, I know how I'm going to win this game. And Agricola, I'm looking at my cards going, I don't know how any of these cards are going to help me. Like they're all super situational. They're all... Now, that being said, we are playing random hands. We're not drafting. Drafting would open the game up a little bit, I think. But you're still trying to like make a combo that scores you 4 points or 5 points. It's not like you're trying to make a combo that just blow everybody else away. But also that feeling of blowing everybody else away, if you're playing at a table with good players, everybody has that feeling about their choices. They're like, oh, I'm going to blow everybody away with these amazing cards. In this game, I'm like, oh, this card is mildly interesting. Or there's cards that are just downright useless. Like just absolutely useless cards in my current situation or, whatever, which makes it feel eh. So, while I'm enjoying playing the game, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, would I rather play Lords of Waterdeep? Would I rather play Stone Age? I think that's the other thing. So let me compare this to Stone Age. If I was going to play a worker placement game, if I was going to sit down and choose to play a worker placement game, I would pick Stone Age over Agricola probably all of the time. And the reason is, in Agricola, you kind of have personal goals. If your hand delivers you things that allow you to score in-game bonuses. You have these little personal goals, but ultimately you still have to do all the things everybody else is doing. You still have to build your farmhouse. You still have to build fields. You still have to plow. You still have to fill up this board. Like there isn't like I'm going to go sheep and that's my whole game. You really can't do. I mean, I guess you technically could do that. Could you win that way? I don't think so. Like I think you have to do other things, and that's kind of the part. Like there's no real alternate victory. There's no real way to say I'm going hard with this and hope that works out. Where a game like Stone Age, you could say I'm going to go full bore on getting all my family. I'm going to take the cards that score points for family, or I'm going to go full bore on collecting, the artifacts or whatever. That feels very different from the way everybody else is playing. In this game, there's so many actions and so many resources and so many things available. Everybody's just kind of fighting for the same stuff, and there's not really like any. It's not really open-ended. It feels very much like you're on. Well, I'm just waiting for the wood space to open up because everybody's taking wood, and I guess until I get that, I can't play these cards in my hand. So I'm just kind of churning, hoping that happens, or whatever. It's a very interesting game. I'm not disappointed that I'm playing it. I'm actually very much, like I said, I'm very much enjoying that I'm playing it. What I'm saying is, let's dial back. I didn't mean to be insulting when I said I don't know why anybody's still playing it. What I mean is I don't know why anybody's still excited about it. Like, let's play Agricola. Like I get wanting to play Agricola. Like I will play it if somebody asks me to play it. Yeah, let's play it. It's definitely no longer a game that I'm going to be like, I don't really want to play that. I would definitely say, sure, let's play it. Let's go. But I'd also say, did it blow me away? No, not even close. And maybe it would have if I'd have played it in 2007. Maybe it would have been a thing that was just life-changing for me or whatever. Like, the new thing that everybody else was into, I was just like, no, we're going to play Call of Cthulhu. So I'm curious. I'm curious to know, like, are you an Agricola enthusiast? Do you still play it frequently? Like, we went to play it at Gen Con, and one of our friends was like, I played it 3 times last week. And I'm like, really? Like, okay. I get it, but I also am just like, I don't see it that being that kind of game. I see it a game where I would play it every now and then with, a group of friends, and that'd be about it. Like, it would be a couple times a year kind of game. Are you super enthusiastic still about Agricola? And what am I missing? Are there expansions that I should play with? We played the first couple of games. We played with all of the cards, and that was a bit much. This game we're playing with like the base cards. I think decks A and B or something like that. And it seems much better. There's much more consistency to the cards, and it makes a lot more sense. But I'm really curious to know if you are like a Agricola enthusiast, and is there why are you an Agricola enthusiast? Do you really enjoy playing the game so much that you would choose it over other things, or is it the kind of game that for me, I would play Acquire 100% of the time I'm asked. I love Acquire to death, but I don't really ever choose to play it. It's like, it's an older game. I've done it. Now I want to play something new and fresh. I wouldn't ever suggest it. Like, hey, you guys want to sit down and play Acquire? Not my thing. But it's still my number one game. It's still the game that I think I compare everything else to. Is Agricola that for you, or are you still super enthusiastic to play it every week? Yeah, I think that's what I want to know. You should let me know in the comments. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking. Please like the video. I meant to say that. Please comment on the video, and please subscribe if you're new here. I very much appreciate all the positive energy and growth I've received lately. You guys have been fantastic, and I appreciate that very, very much. I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's 1,000 plus little things happy, successful people do differently. We are learning 12 relationship truths we often forget. Number 2, most of the time you get what you put in. If you want love, give love. If you like to feel understood, try being more understanding. It's a simple practice that works. I mean, do unto others is a very real thing, but yeah, I think in a relationship, leadership is part of it. Like, a leader shows what they want, and then it's reciprocal, right? Yeah.